Good day, everyone. I am Haji Sharifa, a BEd second year student from Nur Sushaton campus. Welcome to another interesting topic for today, for our course subject Ed 204, which is the foundation of special and inclusive education. Today, we will be discussing about the legal basis and policies of inclusive education, and we will be focusing on two significant laws, which is the Republic Act number 10665 and Republic Act 7277. These laws serve as essential legal foundations that promote accessible education and the rights of persons with disabilities, respectively. But before I begin, let me first read our objectives. At the end of the discussion, we will be able to gain understanding about the Republic Act 10665 and the Republic Act 7277, analyze the significance of Republic Act 10665 and Republic Act 7277, and appreciate the importance of this legal basis in upholding the rights of all citizens to quality education. Now let us discuss first the Republic Act number 10665, known as the Open High School System Act, was enacted to establish an alternative mode of delivering secondary education in the Philippines. It was signed by former late President of the Philippines, Benigno Aquino III. In accordance with Section 2, Declaration of Policy, it is hereby declared the policy of the state to broaden access to relevant quality education through the employment of an alternative secondary education program that will enable the youth to overcome personal, geographical, socio-economic, and physical constraints to encourage them to complete secondary education. In accordance with Section 3, Definition of Terms, Learning Center refers to a room in the mother high school or other designated area where the open learners can conduct researches or gather additional information on topics under study. Mother high school or inang paaralan refers to a regular secondary school which maintains full administrative management and instructional supervision and control over one or more learning centers. In accordance with Section 4, Establishment of the Open High School System, the OHSS is hereby established as part of the Department of Education's Alternative Secondary Education Program to provide access to secondary education through the open learning modality. In accordance with Section 5, Coverage, this act shall apply to public secondary educational institutions authorized to practice open learning through self-instructional materials, multi-channel learning, and school-family community partnership, as well as other such institutions that shall be authorized as qualified implementers of the OHSS. In accordance with Section 6, Learners of the OHSS, the OHSS shall be open to all youth and adults who have finished elementary education as well as high school qualifiers of the Philippine Educational Placement Test and the Alternative Learning System, Accreditation, and Equivalency Test. In accordance with Section 8 Curriculum Content, the OHSS shall adopt the K-12 Enhanced Basic Education curriculum using the standards and learning competencies of different subject areas of the program. In accordance with Section 9, Personal Recruitment and Incentives, the open high school teachers and teacher advisors who shall render service under the OHSS shall be enlisted from those who are currently teaching in the mother high school that is implementing the program. The DepEd shall prioritize qualified locally hired teachers who have been performing the functions of open high school teachers prior to this act in the hiring of additional open high school teachers. The specific objectives of the OHSS are to retain in school learning at risk of dropping out, to encourage out-of-school youth of high school age 12 to 18 to return to formal school, and to contribute to the accomplishment of the United Nations Educational, Scientific, and cultural organization, Education 2030 Vision, No One Left Behind. In summary, Republic 10665 seeks to broaden access to quality secondary education in the Philippines by establishing the Open High School system, which offers flexible and alternative learning methods to accommodate students facing various challenges in attending traditional high school programs. Now let's discuss the second law, which is the Republic Act 7277. It is an act providing for the rehabilitation, self-development, and self-reliance of disabled persons and their integration into the mainstream of society and for other purposes. This act shall be known and cited as the Magna Carta for Disabled Person, and it was signed by the former late President of the Philippines, Corazon C. Aquino. Disabled persons are part of the Philippine society. Thus, the Senate shall give full support to the improvement of the total well-being of disabled persons and their integration into the mainstream of society. For example, providing tools such as wheelchairs, hearing aids, and screen readers to aid mobility and communication. In the Title II, the Rights and Privileges of Disabled Persons, in Chapter 2, Education, in accordance with Section 12, Access to Quality Education, the state shall ensure that disabled persons are provided with adequate access to quality education and ample opportunities to develop their skills. It shall take appropriate steps to make such education accessible to all disabled persons. In accordance with Section 13, Assistance to Disabled Students, the state shall provide financial assistance to economically marginalized but deserving disabled students pursuing post-secondary or tertiary education. Such assistance may be in the form of scholarship grants, students' loan programs, subsidies, and other incentives to qualified disabled students in both public and private schools. In accordance with Section 14, Special Education, the state shall establish, maintain, and support a complete, adequate, and integrated system of special education for the visually impaired, hearing impaired, mentally retarded persons, and other type of exceptional children in all regions of the country. In accordance with Section 15, Vocational or Technical and Other Training Programs, the state provides disabled persons with training in civics, vocational efficiency, sports and physical fitness, and other skills. The Department of Education, Culture, and Sport shall establish in at least one government-owned vocational and technical school in every province a special vocational and technical training program for disabled persons. In conclusion, Republic Act No. 7277 is a crucial law that promotes equal rights, opportunities, and social inclusion for persons with disabilities in the Philippines. By ensuring access to education, employment, healthcare, and public services, the law helps empower PWDs to lead independent and productive lives.